Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I want to address this because I've been seeing a lot of content online of people that I don't follow them, but I've noticed their videos have a lot of views, and so their message is being pushed out into the world, and it is so harmful and it is so derogatory towards women. I'm honestly a little bit shocked of how many people are consuming this type of content, and so I just want to bring a different perspective and bring some love onto this platform because I feel like we're really needing it, you guys. I feel like men and women, our relationship coming together is like really wounded right now. It's really hurting. Men and women seem to be against each other. They're at odds, and we need to bring more harmony and more love so that we are not constantly fighting one another, and we don't have to constantly feel like we have to one up one another or that somebody has to win. All of those things are moving from your ego. Okay, and we want to move from our spirit because we all have souls inside, and we are all love at our core. And so that's what all people want at the end of the day, men and women, is to be loved and to be valued and to be respected and honored. And so instead of moving from that vulnerable place, that real and authentic place, people are having their guards up and fighting one another, then spewing this unhealed hate and chaos and toxicity into the world. It's causing a ripple effect. It's very harmful. Recently, I've been seeing videos like men make videos talking about single mothers, and they are basically saying how they would never take a single mother seriously as far as like dating. They would pretty much just sleep with them. I'm sure you guys have heard of Kevin Samuels, which this was a message that he also had. Single mothers, they're like at the bottom, and they should just be so happy and lucky to be selected, to be dated, and like that they're below people. And that is so ridiculous. Do not get it twisted, because your mom could be a single mom, okay? Your mama tomorrow, next year. I say that because people need to recognize that, especially in today's world, how fragile these relationships are between men and women. We are all undergoing spiritual warfare. For single mothers, most of them, I know in my case, I decided to leave the father of my child because of lying, cheating, abusive behavior, toxicity. I could go on and on. So this is a good thing because I chose my self-respect and my self-love, and I wanted better for me and my child. Why is it always a single mom? And everyone is forgetting that the father of the child is also a single dad, right? So it's not, and it's simply a breakup. It's simply two people who decided they were not the right fit for one another. It's not the end of the world. So for a guy who's looking for a relationship, if he comes across a woman who is a single mom, that doesn't make her the bottom of the barrel. You know, it means that she's single and so is he. And there is a child involved, yes. And children are not burdens. Children are the greatest gifts to life. You, whoever is watching this, was once a child, okay? And when you're truly in love, especially a man, he's going to want to have kids. He's gonna want to multiply. He's gonna want to leave a legacy behind. He's going to want to procreate, okay, with his woman, because it's the natural order of things. It's a natural desire. And so children, there's nothing wrong with having children. They're beautiful, they're gifts. They're our teachers. They make life more joyous. And for anybody out there who feels ashamed because they became a single mother, you have no reason to be ashamed. Don't listen. Any man who thinks that he's better than somebody else is moving from their ego, not their spirit, not love. That's not the kind of person you want around you. When you are dating, make sure you're looking at their character and who they really are. If they're watching these people who are spitting this toxicity, make sure you take your time to get to know these people first. Men who think they're doing a single mom a favor by dating them, why does our society look at the single mother as the problem? She is the one who has taken on the responsibility and has enough love in her heart to raise her child on her own. That takes strength, that takes dignity, that takes courage, perseverance, so much strength. And somehow the man who walked away, or the man who's no longer around for the woman and the child or children, he's somehow let off the hook easily to go make other children or just be off in the world. It's very reflective society that we're living in, okay? And I'm not here to bash men because everybody is different. And there are so many men who are stand-up men. I have one in my life who pretty much raised me for 20 years and didn't have to, but chose to. And I'm so grateful for that. A real man. And it wasn't a burden, it was an honor, you know? And so there's this message being pushed around in the culture right now that single women are at the bottom of the barrel and should be grateful just to take scraps or take what they're given. And it's just so untrue. And it's just so shameful. And any men who are subscribing to this idea, I ask you to take a real look in the mirror and ask yourself why. Are you hurting from past pain? Were you raised in a single parent household and you didn't have the right examples, and so now you feel like since you didn't have the right examples, why should you be the right example for someone else? Or why do you have so much hatred for women in your heart that you take joy in someone else's suffering? That you want to shame other women, that you feel better than other people, that you think men are better than women and can go create a baby because it takes two, walk away or leave, but the woman is to blame somehow. And then on top of that, nobody else should date her? What kind of toxic, misogynistic, ridiculous, harmful, evilness is happening on this planet, and people are just loving it, and it's feeding their ego? And I'm just here to let you know that it's so sad and not true. I think that men in general are so afraid of being used by a woman, and so many women in general are so fearful of being used by men or just treated like they don't matter. There's been so much unresolved pain and trauma carried for generations and generations into the present moment, and now we are hurting one another. Essentially, what we're all seeking is the satisfaction of union and balance, and we do need one another, but it takes vulnerability to recognize that. And a man who comes into union with a woman, whether or not she has a child or vice versa, is irrelevant. It's about family is the blueprint. Community, love. And so, ladies, my single moms, I salute you. I know that it can be tough, and I don't want you to feel discouraged by these toxic messages that are swarming around in the world. You know, we're all undergoing spiritual warfare, and so we're bound to face things that we know in our soul and spirit are not right. And I just ask you to stand strong and not waver in your faith, and know that you are deserving of love. And remember the reason that you became a single mother, you know, whether it was your choice or not your choice. I'm just sending you love and healing into your life, and know that every second is a new moment to create something new in your life. You are deserving of love, and you are enough, and your child or your children love you so much. You deserve respect. and you deserve to be honored. I don't care what the world is telling you. I'm just here to remind you of that. Okay, and make sure that if you do allow somebody in your energy, into your life, into your heart, and you're gonna have them around your offspring, your children, make sure it's a man that has character, who moves from their heart, who knows the difference between ego and spirit, who has the pure intentions. Because a lot of people, men and women, are carrying a lot of hurt and pain that they are refusing to deal with, refusing to look at, because it's tough work to do inner work, okay? But that's what this channel is all about, okay? Is glowing up from the inside out. And that's what we're here to do, is evolve and just change for the better while we're on earth. Okay, so I'm sending you so much love and healing and power into your life. And for the men out there, the stand-up men who enter a woman's life and bring love and healing and joy and leadership and all the divine masculine qualities that we truly desire for those men, because I know there are so many of you guys out there. I just salute you, and I'm sending you love and so much respect. You are needed here. Keep walking in your truth. And for all people, if you are watching this video, please guard the doorway of your mind. Guard your mind, because we're like sponges and we're soaking up every image, every word, all the music, all the media, social media. Make sure you are so mindful of what you consume, okay? Protect your energy and be careful with your attention. Your attention is energy, and you only have so much energy per day, okay? So that means delete Facebook, delete Instagram, do a little detox, turn off your phone for 3 hours a day. Just have some time with your own thoughts, connect with God, connect with your higher self, and make some space to listen and follow what's gonna truly serve you. And a lot of times that's not other people, it's inside of you. Inside of you is trying to speak to you too, okay? So make time for that and just value, prioritize your inner peace. I love you so much. I'll see you in my next video. Take care of yourself. Bye.